Hi, my name's Coleen Renee, and it is late July, which means that in a few days we will be celebrating the Celtic festival of Lammas. Lammas is a harvest festival and celebrates the first fruits, which are generally the grains and fruits. We are going to make corn dolls today, which is a tradition that is often used during the Celtic holiday of Lammas. What you'll need are corn husks, which you can get in almost any supermarket, a pair of scissors, some string, old yarn, anything to tie with, a stick of some sort, and then you can also use pipe cleaners, scraps of fabric, ribbons, different plants, and this morning I was making beets, so I colored the corn husks red. I like to soak my corn husks because they're easier to work with. They're not so brittle, and it just makes things go much smoother. So, what we are going to start with, I usually like to work with poppy heads. And poppy heads are lovely because, well, they look like a head, and they have a little crown. I like that. They are a symbol of fertility because of all the poppy seeds that can be held within the head. This year, however, I think that I am going to use a garlic head. Garlic is a healing herb, and this year in my life I am looking to heal a few things, plus the work I do is healing work. So this is a very good symbol for me this year. The tradition of making corn dolls is very much about considering what it is you would like to bring into your life, what you would like to harvest in the coming year, and then making this doll to symbolize all those things you'd like to harvest. So again, healing for me, and I am a healer, so that makes sense. So to begin, we're going to take the corn husks and we're going to lay them out here. Okay. A lot of times you'll find in the corn husk some of the corn silk. That can be very lovely for hair. Okay. I'm going to use a couple of, I think maybe just one of the red husks here. And we'll see if I can open that. All right, we'll just put it here. All right, so you have a few here, okay? And then you're going to put the head of the doll about a third of the way in, right? And then you put a few more of these lovely things over top of it. And don't worry, the doll will have a head that's exposed and she'll be able to breathe. All right, so I think that looks pretty good. You don't have to use this much, but I just felt like it today. All right, now we are going to take some of the thread, okay, and we're going to go up under this, and you want the thread to be below where the doll head is, and we're going to tie it like so. And remember to tie it rather tight because these are wet, which means that as they dry, they're going to get a little smaller. So you want a nice, tight tie. And I think that will be just wonderful. Okay, now before I reveal the head, I'm going to add some arms. And I'm going to do that by just using the same tie and doing a cross stick. Okay. I like to do just kind of a very solid stick, but then sometimes I like to add things that will make it look like hands. Lavender is one of my favorites to use. Lavender is a reminder to breathe. It's very inspiring and very calming. So in the work that I do, I want to remember those things, so I'm going to use the lavender. And we're going to tie this up. And there's no particular way that you have to tie it, just so long as it's kind of sturdy. These dolls will be basically sitting, you're not going to play with them so much throughout the year, so you don't have to worry too much about sturdiness. All right. So again, we've put a layer of the corn husks, we put the head of the garlic in, another layer, and I've added arms. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the front layer and bring it down. And then we have the back layer and we bring it down. And it already looks pretty good. Now, At this point, it's all about decorating and decorating it however you wish. Now, I've got the healing in there. I've got the breath and inspiration represented, and I'm doing new work, and I want that to be very prosperous. So I think what I'd like to do is to add some green. And I have two kind of greens here. And, oh, I like the dragonflies. I'm a dreamer, and dragonflies are about dream time. So I think what I'll do is I'll put that on first. It's kind of a outer skirt. Okay, so it looks like that. And then I'll use this here as kind of a tie. So in my doll, I have incorporated the energies of healing, prosperity, dream time, and the ease of breath from the lavender. And I have a corn doll. It really is that simple, and you can make it as complicated as you wish. You can also add different, after you even have it done like I do, you can add special, there we go. Now I've just added Lumeria, which is a plant that again is often associated with prosperity. Kind of looks like coins. It also looks like the full moon, which is a symbol of fullness. Now if you're looking for different correspondences, you can actually Google magical correspondences, and it will help you with different plants or colors or that sort of thing to help you create a doll that represents the things you wish to bring into your life. Now, you can cut it off and trim it off and make it nice. You can also use a bottle if you want to as it dries, and that way, I like to do this because the skirt then dries open and she'll often stand on her own when she's dry. Okay, so this is my corn doll. The tradition then, after we make the corn doll, is to sing to her. One of the songs you can sing is abundance songs because it is about abundance. And I'm going to just sing a quick one for you. I will never hunger, I will never thirst. Goddess brings abundance to all on earth. Food and friends and rest and play, all I need each and every day. What we sing, what we think, and how we approach this project, all those energies go into the doll. And then that doll sits in our home reminding us of what we wish and how we want to walk in the world. So thank you very much. This is a corn doll. I hope you have a really wonderful time creating your own.